Welcome to Women's Special Express Show. She believes that dance has a power of connecting humans. She's a dancing diva herself. She always creates striking effect on audience. Her ability to create big picture through small dance moves fascinates everyone. She made a whole nation copy dance moves on a remix song of Dhagala Lagli Kara. She is a well-known choreographer in Mumbai Marathi film industry. She has experimented all sorts of medium for her art form and on a way to do more. She shared dies with many prominent personalities and have mentored dance reality shows on India televisions. With a Master of Fine Arts in Kathak, she is also a visiting faculty at Mumbai University and guiding Film and Television Institute of India for a couple of decades now. Her aspiration to pass dance legacy to future generation in its pure form led her found Art Dance Academy in 1997. And today, she's successfully running 9 branches of her dance academy across the globe. Recently, she has been awarded as a Woman Icon of Year 2020 from Seattle. Let's meet this reverend personality, a great warmth and a love at a core, Deepali Tai Vichare, on our show today. Namaskar, Tai.
Namaskar.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Tu kashi hai? How are you?
I am absolutely fine.
Thank you so much for calling me here on such a lovely platform. It's wonderful.
Pleasure to see you, and I'm actually happy that you are there on my show. And I'm sure right now many of your students, especially your dance class students, and all the film industry people are looking forward to hear more from you. So yes, I'm happy to have you on my show.
Thank you.
I know you have been very, very busy during this whole lockdown period, and you had just landed just before the India's lockdown had started. Am I right?
Actually, I landed on the 1st of February, and just within a month, everything has got changed. I mean, I was here actually just for a month. I was supposed to go back in March, but then the scenario has changed, and I'm here for last 6 months now. I'm here in India.
Yeah, I know you are enjoying with your family now after a long time. In fact,
yes, enjoying with family and actually very busy. Basically, it was better when we used to go to the studio and actually give the lessons, because online it's really very hectic and it's like a continuous process all the time you're working. Oh my god, it's busier than earlier again. I should say this. Yeah.
oh yes, I know you have been very, very busy in this lockdown time, and you have so many workshops going on. I mean, I do see the glimpses on the Facebook pages of Arat, and you have all sort of age groups that have been covered, like starting from pregnant women to old age women. Everyone.
The word you just said, right, about pregnant women. So one of my kid is my student. Okay, so she just loves dancing, and she was almost about to go to the hospital for her date was exactly when my workshop. Actually, I planned accordingly because she doesn't wanted to miss that. She said, "Tai, I wanted to attend this. You do please do something which I can do it." So actually, then that thought came with the workshop on Thumri, and we got tremendous response for that I had to repeat it again. Actually, it was not in the mind that I'll do it because I have some commercial approach towards it, so I'm doing it. Absolutely nothing. Only that thing was there in my mind. Oh, मेरा बच्चा hospital जाएगा, उसके पहले कुछ तो सीखे. इसके लिए, I mean, because of her, I started that. And people thought, oh my God, this is so nice and all like. And I said, oh my God, this is really happening well. And she was so happy. I mean, she could complete the workshop. And then the next day, I guess she went to the hospital and delivered a baby girl, because we were doing a Thumri on Shiva Parvati's relationship. And we were talking so much about Parvati, and then people were like, "Oh, Shankar aayega ke Parvati," and then Parvati is here. Lovely. I mean, this is family. So I really enjoy that. Yeah.
I know you have been experimenting all sorts of workshop on this online workshop model format, and you have been thoroughly experimenting with these virtual classes and this online media a lot right now. So, as an expert, I want to know the opinion, how this virtual media is treating you, or how this whole experience of online teaching, conducting workshop, and everything about that you would like to mention.
The thing was, I did started virtual workshops in after lockdown. I started it long back because I started academy in USA, I guess 4 years back, and then my Indian student used to miss me, so I had to do some work sessions for them, and then when I used to come here, some sessions for my seniors there in US. So it started, I guess, 4 years back, but not in this. I mean, now it has become completely all the time I'm doing that. In online, of course, you save your travel time. Definitely, that is one thing that you don't have to actually travel. I mean, I just log in for Seattle and then I say, oh my God, I have to leave it. Now I have to go to Bay Area. Then I have to go to India class. It's like you really save that. Initially, of course, for students also, it was something very new. And for us, I mean, especially for me, those who know me, it's like, for me, it's all about my eye contacts. My student know when I am not happy, when I'm happy. With my tonal quality, they know what I actually mean to me. And initially, they were also like, trying to get into it. I mean, about the kids I'm talking about. About the seniors, they were like, okay. For kids, and then the second thing is, though I'm doing online, I'm not praising myself, but this is my guru's blessings which I'm talking about. It's like, even if they make a mistake in online also, it's not apni drishti is prakar se taiyar hai कि oh no, I guess you have tapped your right feet instead of left. Then say, oh my God, Tayi, how can you see this? हम लोग 10 लोग नाच रहे हैं, आपको मेरे ही पैर कैसे समझ में आ रहे? It's like, but that's my guru's आशीर्वाद, जिस वजह से मैं वो समझ सकती हूँ. I think this is all their blessings, and I think वो हमें बहुत काम आ रहा है अभी. So online initially, of course, yes, for them it was little difficult. For my assistant teachers, it was little difficult because you get a fraction of seconds lag in it. When you say, then when your student dance, it has that lag. But then after practice, it is all now coming into the original form. But still, you miss going to the studio, of course, क्योंकि वहाँ पे हाथ हम ऐसे करेंगे तो they know exactly which position it is. हमको यहाँ करना कर थोड़ा ऊपर, then go little higher, away from your body, away from, it takes time. उधर जाके ऐसे कर हो जाएगा जगह पर, Here it is little difficult. Oh, samapada, so keep your feet together. It takes time. Initially, it used to take time, lots of time, but now it is coming better. But still, वो missing है, of course. And this is performing art. So you have to be there. आप सामने बैठे, you sit in front of your guru, and then the knowledge which you get it's definitely different than virtual. But people are trying to get more and more, and we are also trying to learn more and more that how we can pass actually in the pure form. So it's taking time, but we and my students are now getting used to it, and we are trying to be better and better day by day.
Wow. So coming back from the virtual medium, Tayi, you have been like experimenting on all sort of platforms, all mediums that you have experimented. It could be even the film songs or album songs or an ad film. It could be even the stage or a theater event. So I have this question: which medium appeals you the most when it comes down to any of the experiments?
Two which goes equally. I mean, one is film shootings, because that's the if you are a choreographer, that's your ultimate goal, that you have wanted to do one song choreography for a film, and with God's grace, I'm one of that fortunate choreographers who could work more than 100 films in regional industry. So that is, of course, one which I really love to do it. But then instant appreciation, you get it in the events, right? Or in when you choreograph a play where your artist performs your choreography and immediately goes into his scene and he delivers his dialogue and then people appreciate him. or when I perform, it's like live stage performances. So I think there you get that appreciation quickly, and you really get to know, oh, whether I've done a good job or I need to improve. You can judge yourself. Film, it takes time. You then you do the editing, and then after a year it comes on the screen, and then you realize, oh, I should have done this better, or this is really come up what I was expecting. So it takes time. But for the events or for all these live performances, yes, of course, I enjoy them more.
Wow.
That, I think, that's close to my heart.
So Dai, when I look at your journey, it's such a fascinating journey of all sort of combinations, where you were learning classical dancing, and then you were also pursuing academics in the LLB, and then you even went on to pursue the UPSC exams, and you were getting ready for it, and suddenly you did the theaters in your college, and you had the aspiration to go into the theaters. And one sudden day, you just shut down everything, and you just opened your classical dance academy, and you pursue your journey. Then came the film choreography and everything. So, how all this started, and where we should relate everything.
Actually, what? It was not pre-planned. Like now, kids plan it. When they're in 7th, 8th standard, they know what they wanted to be. Of course, I thought I'll be somewhere in performing arts or somewhere related to dance or acting. Like I used to act when I was in school, and then I was in college also. I was in Ruparel College, and one of the finest director, Mr. Chetan Datar, used to teach her when I was in college. So I thought I may become an actor, but somehow I was learning Kathak when I was in 7th standard. Then it was when I was in my TY, I finished my Visharad, which is equivalent to BA. And then I took a gap because I was studying my law. At the same time, I was working with Sachin Shankar Ballet Unit, which is like Indian ballet style. I mean, he's one of the legends of Indian semi-classical or Indian ballet style. He was a master. So I was working with him. Then at the same time, I was doing a few more things. And I don't know, somehow my father wanted me to get at least good qualification where I should not be like, depressed if I don't get job in art field. Then I should have at least some job where I'll get, like a constant salary where I can, do my daily expenses, and then I can experiment. So he thought I should learn something which will give me money, or which will give me a job. So I started, I joined LLB, and then I was in NCC when I was in college. So that uniform fascinated me when I was in college. So after that, I thought I should join UPSC. So I was studying for UPSC, say for 1 or 2 years. And suddenly, I don't know, the scenario changed. And I was doing LLB. At the last year of my LLB, I finished my LLB, and then I was working with Mr. Murthy, Shripad Murthy, in small causes and high court. And then I met my husband, and then he said, you do whatever you want. And at the same time, when I had done my Visharad, my guru's permission, I started my classes. So my Kathak classes was going on when I stayed in Parel. So that branch was already there. And then I said, okay, fine. Then I said, okay, then I will do this. Then I started another branch in Borivali, where I used to stay. And then we had the initial 2 branches. And with my family's support, I think it went on. It is still growing.
Yeah, and the dance academy grew so well that now you have more than 1 branch in the United States. It's in California, Seattle, and even in the Washington state now. Yeah, it's such a fascinating journey.
I must say this, Pranali, this would not have been possible without my guru's permission, first of all. उनके आशीर्वाद तो है ही, वरना आप मुझे देख ही नहीं सकते थे. अगर वो ना होते तो शायद मैं इनके आशीर्वाद और मेरे गुरु के आशीर्वाद के बगैर I would not have been here in front of you guys. वो तो मेरा नसीब है कि I got such a lovely gurus. Of course, every student admires his guru. So likewise, I am like blessed to have Maushi Srimati Asha Zogulekan in my life as my Kathak guru. And वो है, और then my family. And my team, my assistants, my dancers, my assistant, one of them is Madhvi. I mean, I guess जो मुझे जानते हैं, those who know me should know
Everyone
Madhvi.
knows.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's like, she's a shadow. Every guru has one student who is like a shadow. Like a student is like a shadow. So I'm that fortunate guru, I can say, that I have that shadow behind me. Even if I'm here, I'm not here. Even if I'm in US or anywhere in the world, academy का काम जो है वो वैसे ही चलता रहता है. So ये मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है. And same in US also, I've got a lovely team. I mean, there are 4-5 girls like you can call from Prajakta, Sanika, Vrishali, Jyoti, Janvi, Surbhi. All these girls are working so hard. Likewise in India, like as I say, Madhvi is like a pillar here in India. Like then Sarika, Neelam, Shruti, they are working like, it's their academy. I am just here for the namesake, you can say. They know each and everything about academy. Of course, Pranali, I forgot her name. These girls are like, they work so hard. Manasi, even they work so hard. They doesn't work for academy. It's like their house. जब हम घर में अपना काम करते हैं जैसे, वैसे वो अपना काम करते हैं. उनके लिए academy उनका सब कुछ है. यानी मेरे लिए ये बहुत सौभाग्य की बात है. I'm so fortunate that I'm around all these kids. And because of them, you see, as you said, I have branches here and I have branch in Kochi, like in Kochi, Sushila is there. So everywhere, you have one person or the team of the people or my students, they are taking care of my academy. I should not say my academy, their academy so well that I really don't have to think. Now you see, I'm here 6 months. I'm here in US. I'm here in India right now. Of course, online classes are going on. I'm there personally in each and every class. But still, they are taking care of their physically also. If they want to do something, they will do it. They will go to the studio, get some stuff from there. They're working so hard. So, every time you say I'm so fortunate, I have a great guru. Likewise, I'm so fortunate that I have all these students in my life. Without them, I cannot see anything about my career. It's just impossible.
Yeah, that's so true. But one should not forget that you are the backbone behind they being so instrumental.
Backbone is little strict, I think so. Discipline, because I've learned classical for so many years. My guru was so strict, and she was strict when she used to teach the morals, ethics, or she used to teach dance or whatever. But otherwise also, she teaches us each and everything, how you have to behave in your life. Same when I used to learn from my folk dance guru, Purav sir. He just used to sit at one place and do wonderful choreography. He never used to get up and do one step. He used to describe it so well that you could see the whole picture. So I am fortunate to be around them, and I guess जो मुझे मिला है, I'm just passing it to the new next generation. That's it. This does not belong to me, right? I have to pass it on. Otherwise, क्या करूँ मैं उसका?
Yeah, the teaching, I would call it as the art of giving, and you have been doing it so generously, and you're pouring heart in it. In fact, not just to your regular dance class students, but even to the workshops, which are just 2 or 3 days of workshop. You would pour the same amount of energy and the same heart there. I have experienced it. I mean, yeah,
I must say she's one of the sincere student. Okay, she used to come to my workshops and a couple of my projects. She has worked. Sincere student, and she will do few things which is around your work. It's not like she'll come and learn your choreography and then she'll do only her part. No, she'll think, okay, Tai, then what can we do this? Do you want my help to do this? So this is like, this is give and take, Pranali. I think because of this, I'm growing. Because I get people like you around me. I mean, I think everybody is not so lucky as I am.
I don't know what you call it as a luck, but I see it as it's a pure effort, like a lot of efforts that goes behind it, that clicks the luck for you, that kind of click the gold for you. And the other part of it is like you're constantly learning. I've hardly seen any classical dancers who have been experimenting with so many various type of dance. For example, the folk dance where you're master at it now, the Western style of the dance. You have been like keep learning, and you're not just learning. Just for the sake of understanding the form, but you will actually go ahead, pick the master and learn from him the right technique, the right method, and the science behind it. So I think that's something is a very different that I have observed in any of the classical dancer.
I'm not a person that I'll go to YouTube and watch the video and copy it and learn. I cannot do that. I have to have a guru. Even if I want to learn any single thing, I have to go to the guru and learn. So, as you say, I have learned from Asha Joglekar ji, my guru, from whom I've learned Kathak. And then I've done folk dances with Guru Purav sir. Then I was learning Western classical and club dancing from Sandeep Soparkar, who is one of the well-known and famous choreographer from industry, and he has his. He is an icon in his field. So when I thought, I could do all these things, being a classical dancer, because I was working as a choreographer. So to keep yourself updated, you should know what is salsa. If the music comes which has got a salsa beat or cha-cha beat, I don't know what is the basic footwork for cha-cha. If I don't know that, how will I choreograph? So I thought at least I should get some idea like how does it goes. I may not be master in it, but I should learn it from the master. So at least that basic thing will come to you in a pure form. And then you can elaborate with your imagination and what the music comes. Because in industry, it doesn't come, the Bollywood songs or in regional film industry, the song doesn't come in pure, you see, it's not pure salsa, it's not pure classical. It has a mixture of some other forms. So, but I should know what is the basic footwork. If I'm choreographing some steps, I should know how does it goes, right? So I just cannot go on YouTube and learn it. So I thought I should give some time to this, and then I have given my 6 years almost to learn all this club dancing and bottom dancing. And he's too good, and I'm blessed to have him in my life also. So I could experiment. Since I had all these styles, and I was working with Sachin Shankar Ballet for say 4 years, more than 4 years. So I know that style also. I will say I just know it. I am not master, because nobody can be the master in one style, because पूरी जिंदगी चली जाती है एक किसी स्टाइल को सीखने के लिए. तो अभी भी मैं नहीं कह सकती हूँ. I cannot say that I know Kathak. I cannot say that, because this is like samundar. You know some drops of it. If to master it, I don't know how many birth I have to take. Again and again, जन्म लेने पड़ेंगे बहुत सारे. तो मैं बोल सकती हूँ कि I know Kathak. Yes, I know Kathak. But I know the glimpses of all these styles. And then I could incorporate in my choreography when I was doing my film choreography, or when I was doing some experiments in the workshop. So it helped me a lot. I would definitely say this through this channel, and I'm thankful that you asked this question. Please learn from Guru. Don't learn just from the YouTube. Of course, if it's not at all possible for you to go to the person, but now we have this medium, like you can go online and then you can learn. Because what happens is, from YouTube, you may get some things which are not exactly what they are doing, but when you come, you watch them and then do it. There are some things which you miss while learning. It's in all forms. It's not only dancing. किसी भी form में, you definitely miss it. And then the thing which you miss, only Guru can tell you. Oh, this is wrong. You need to correct in this particular portion. And sometimes we are really good in some part. Like some people are good in bhav, some people are good in tal. So if they encourage you, oh, your bhav is wonderful, you need to work little bit on your tal. Who will tell you this? You have to go to the Guru to get all this information, to get corrected and get to the proper channel. I will request all the kids or whoever wants to learn, please learn from the right channel. Please do that. And it's not very expensive also, it's not like, it's just the time of, it's a matter of time. You should give that time to that. And it is definitely going to work better. and this is my experience. I am doing this to whole of my life. Whatever I learn, even now, I just cannot watch something and do. I have to go to the guru. Otherwise, I don't think that I'll get anything.
I think you have just tapped the right angle, Tai, by saying that it is so important to learn from the right sources. We should not be just uh, learning for the sake of, or like just catching up something. It's very important to learn the right technique from the right people. So right now with these online media penetrations, there are so many things that just comes out, and people think if they do it, it will be good and they'll be master at it, but that's not the truth. Going to the right sources, learning the right approach is very very important, and you just said it. Thank you for that note.
And as I said, see, now I'm here. People come from all the way from Guwahati, from Patna, from Delhi, and from US and London. Then they approach us, right? And then why do they do this? I mean, if I say that people doesn't have this sense, why will, even not only for me, even all my Guru Bhaginis, my friends who conduct classes, not only in Kathak or in dancing, other forms also, they get students from all over the world. So it's such an easy way now, because through all these online classes, you really get to see that person in, because otherwise it would have been so difficult. अगर किसी को हमसे सीखना है, if I'm in US, how she can come and meet me, right? If I'm in India, how a US person can come and meet me? So it is so easy now. So I think ये जो इंटरनेट का हमें एडवांटेज मिला है, उसका हमें लेना ही चाहिए, फुलेस्ट यूज कर लो उसको, and then just try and get your right guru and learn from the scratch and learn the best thing.
Yes, so you just gave the right message to us. Thank you for that note. And yes, I have also seen you, even though you're a master in classical Kathak dance, you're still learning many forms. You're still opting, to learn more and more and upgrade yourself. In fact, just few years back, when you were about to start US Dance Academy, that point of time, you gave the entrance for the diploma that you wanted to do in the dance movement therapy. Hardly few of us know about this dance movement therapy. So can you just elaborate what is it about, and why you wanted to learn and work on it, and what is so different with this dance movement academy than the actual dance?
I've just done one workshop, and before I attended that workshop, I had the thought, because it's not dance. It's not like if you are a great dancer, then you can be a great therapist. No. Of course, rhythm counts, but it's completely different. It's like, it's a kind of treatment, you can say, which it is different. I mean, it is not exactly you're going and learning dance. It's a therapy. And I wanted to actually go and learn that. As I said, I have to have a guru. So I've given their entrance, and by God's grace, I passed their interview and their entrance, and then very few, only 25 seats they had. So, wow. And then the moment I went there, my admission was approved. And then at the same time, I had this 15 days travel plan to US, which I couldn't postpone. And that was again a big opportunity for me. I requested them, but it's like a proper college. You cannot miss 15 days at the beginning, and when they had their introduction workshops and all, so I had to leave that. And then I couldn't get time to go back, and because I have to give my 1 year to that. But still, it's there in my plan. I will try and find time to finish that, and so at least then I could go to Bangalore and do 2 days workshop with Tripura Kashyap for dance movement therapy. It's amazing. I mean, this is something I've seen for the first time. I mean, people can just open up like this, and I cannot explain in the words what the feeling is. On the second day evening, we were like in different atmosphere completely. And then that idea, we think that, dance movement therapy, any dancer can be master in that. It's not like that. You have to be very calm, patient. It is different. I mean, I was so fascinated by that. After that, I've got more connected to that, and I think I have to at least do one more course or workshop whenever I'll find time. I'm definitely going to do that, and whenever I'll complete, I'll tell you, Pranali, that I've completed that.
Sure. Yes, definitely. I'll be looking forward for it. And like many of us, would be looking forward to get that kind of a therapy from you. And I've seen your commitment. Everyone has seen your commitment. Deepali Tai and a commitment, it's such a huge equation that goes hand in hand. I mean, well, it could be anyone that if you take any project that we have seen, it should get the results and it should be completed. Whether it's a dancers, whether it's actors who are not so good at dance, but you will make sure that they look good, they dance so well. And that's the commitment, everyone has seen through your results, the work results.
You take the project, it's like you have agreed to do all the possible things to get it done correctly. So you have to, it's not like I'm doing something very different from the other people. No, you have to. If you've taken this project, you have to work. उसको अच्छा बनाने के लिए जितनी सारी चीजें आपको करनी पड़े, you have to do it. If I've taken a choreography, if I've taken a song where I know that that girl is not a good dancer, that does not mean that I have to show, oh, how good choreographer I am. No, you should know how best you can take from that girl, how you can, make her feel comfortable on screen, or people should say, oh my God, she's looking so beautiful, or her moves are so nice. So you should think according to her personality, her ability, and that's my work. You should go according to that and not being, oh my God, now let's see now you see how good choreographer I am and how I'll choreograph this. No, for that you can go and dance on the stage. How good dancer you are, you should go on and perform, and then people will definitely see you, right? So do all the things. You have other platforms. When you really get a fantastic dancer, you definitely choreograph amazingly, because you know that that girl is going to do that and she's going to give 100% of hers, and then the thing is going to come out so well. People and you will be satisfied after seeing that. So things should be according to the situation. It should not be like, it should not be adamant that, no, I have to do this. You can't do that. And you should not do that, I think so.
Yeah, so you just mentioned what the choreographer should do and should not be doing it, to make the picture look good. And that's exactly what you have been doing in the Mumbai University. You have been guiding many students who wants to be on-screen choreographers, and you have also been the guiding for the folk dance diploma or something of that sort in the university. Am I right? Yes, so we'd like to know more about your mentorship and guidance that you are doing on top of being choreographer, the dance academy teacher, and a performer.
I work with Mr. Vikas Desai. He's a well-known personality from Hindi film industry, you can say, Bollywood film industry, and he takes workshops for the scene direction and how you have to divide the scene and how you take the shots and all that. So with him, I'm taking this song picturization workshops from last maybe more than 12, 13, 14 years maybe now. So we have been to all the big institutes like FTI, Flame, Xavier's, and there are so many other, where Whistling Woods. So he used to, of course, he used to be there with me. My 3 days workshops is complete song picturization workshop, where in first day I explain them what is our thought process for a particular song, because each song is different. It's got a different genre. Every song is not a dance number. Some of them are a treatment song, some are item songs, some are love songs. There are different types of songs. So first day I explain them how does it goes, how a choreographer think about a particular song. And of course, depends on the person to person. It changes with person to person, what background I have come from. My technique and my description will be according to my experience. The other person will, if the other choreographer comes, he will describe in his way. But the basic thing doesn't change. So I explain them how the song is being processed. So first day we teach them how we think about the choreography. Then we take a number, say combination of two songs where we teach them how two different songs can be treated differently. Then we do rehearsals with them. And second day we shoot that song, actual shooting with the real equipments, and then we shoot that for a day with them. I mean, everything has been done them by them, dance by them, editing, everything has been done by them. And then the third day is the editing of the song, and then sometimes we call the expert editors also to help them out. And after third day they get the complete song as we shoot in the film. So this is such a lovely concept, I guess. I mean, I should say the sir has started this 13 14 years back. I mean, when I joined, it's 13 14 years. He started, I guess, my God, I don't know from when, maybe 25 30 years he's doing it, maybe more than that. So you know what, you get the whole idea how you can be at least you can do a choreography of a song. Then it's your imagination and then your technique and everything comes up, and then you can groove yourself accordingly. But this is something very lovely, and I love that. And I am working it from last 12 13 years, and every time when I work with them I get to know some new things. So actually it's not for them, I do it for myself, where I get something new when I teach them. So this is that. And in university, of course, in Mumbai University, we have folk diplomas, folk dances of Maharashtra diploma and degree. So I work with them since I have some background with the folk dances. Then I've done my master's in Kathak, so I know a little bit about theory, a little bit about power, a little bit about rhythm. So I teach them what I know in dancing. It's not like, you know, but it's like to become a good dancer or good performer. Because in university it's not only about dance, it's all about acting, tamasha form kaise hota hai, gun gaulan kya hai. They teach everything, which is amazing. The syllabus is absolutely amazing, and you will not get to learn in any general university. So Mumbai University is really doing a great job with doing this. Mr. Chandan Chibe and Mr. Khange sir, they are like working on it from last 12 13 years on it, and it is coming up really good. So you preserve your art also. According, if you do that workshop, 1 year's diploma, you can easily, at least, you know, you can say, as I say, it's very important कि आपको जिंदगी में experiment करने के लिए कुछ तो हाथ में होना चाहिए, you know. Yeah, you should have a firm income in your hand. So I think if you really do this, you can get at least some job where you can, of course, use your knowledge in that. And then above all, you can experiment other things also. And at the same place where you are teaching your kids, you can experiment. So you will definitely grow as an artist. So this is something good. I mean, of course, you have to give your time to learn that. It's not going to come like, you know, you just go on the YouTube and learn 2 3 lani and 1 gawan and 1 tamasha and then you are done. No, you have to complete that theory part also, which is equally important. So I actually, I feel good when I go there because I get to learn things. So it's always like that, you know, wherever I go, I see what I am going to get as a performer, as an artist, how I am going to grow. So that's why I go there. You know, I get something new and then I get polished myself.
Wow, I mean that's such an awesome thing that you just said, like that, as if you have been not going there for teaching, but to learn more and more, and that's what is all about the Dipali Tai. So viewers will come back after a short break, and we'll continue this conversation with Dipali Tai Vichareji, who is here from all the way from Mumbai city, and she is helping us, guiding in the art form what she has done and how she has done. So stay tuned to Women's Special Express Show.